Hey, on a top Pontiac Sunday, the 14th
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you. So I'm in. Right, I'm just going to go straight to the comments. So I've got Emma in. Yeah, I've got Ian, got lots of Ians. Bengal Burt's in as well, top man. He might win another sticker. What else? I've got Kev, Martin, Bex, SK, Stepping Wolf, and It's Wet, Keith, Stuart, Steve, and everybody else that comes in, top people. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say straight away, unfortunately, Sue Reeves, that I picked out the hat out of Yogi's. Where is it? It's that camera's up there somewhere. Anyway, Sue Reeves, you got picked out of the hat last week. Anyway, unfortunately, you ain't got the sticker now because you haven't got contact with me. So I'm sorry about that, Sue. So I'm going to have to do another free pick out of the lucky hat, out of Yogi's lucky hat. If he's watching, he's probably watching a football. So yeah, Sunday night, I got some questions, but hopefully you lot out there will give me some more questions. So where shall I start? Anyway, so I've got today's hack from last week, last free sticker Sunday. I've got 27 you in there, but I will do the other hack first a bit later on. It's going to get confusing now, and all these hacks. But next week, if I can find them now, I've got a new batch in. Next week, I'm going to be calling it Free Magnet Sunday because I've got some magnet stickers. God, this is going to get confusing now, isn't it? So, next Sunday, I'll be calling it Free Magnet Sunday. Don't do it now, but obviously, you've got to remember to pay attention because if you put Free Sticker Sunday, you won't get the magnet and you won't definitely get the sticker. So, what I'll be doing from now on, every Sunday, I'll be doing either the magnet or the free sticker. So we'll see what happens, eh? Anyway, that's next Sunday, so you ain't got to worry about that. Okay, so where am I? I've got to thank Gavin. Is it Gavin? No. Who've I got? Yeah, it is Gavin. Yeah, I've got to thank Gavin for he bought me a cup of coffee on the live that I've done this morning. And for those people who want to be part of the free sticker Sunday or the free magnet Sunday, you have to be a subscriber because you won't get the notification. Because I don't say, oh yeah, next Sunday at so and so, I just come on whenever. So if you want to participate, that's the word, and that's a big word for me. Yeah. Just a reminder, it was raining today. I think it's going to rain tomorrow and the next. Call that cheerful, eh? And we're supposed to be in sunny Spain. Anyway, got a couple of things to say. So next Saturday, which is the 19th of April, if you don't watch Scats, I'll be on his show. I'm going to be on his U2 Spain show, and I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning. That's obviously 10 a.m. Spanish time. I'll be chatting with Scats, or he'll be chatting with me. That's it, isn't it? Because I'll be on his show. Right. Bit of news for Camposol, for those people living on Camposol, thinking about moving to Camposol. I've just seen on Rightmove, they're doing some new buildings, supposedly, because I went out there and checked it. It's on Camposol D. I know the plot of land that they're going to build on, but there's nothing going on at the moment. Anyway, apparently they're going to be building a new estate there. It's going to be called the Saladillo Sunset. And the starting price for these properties, just like 200,000 with the tax, well, plus the tax, I should say. And they're going to be 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom properties. If you want a pool, it's going to cost you extra. So look out for the next month or so. But apparently, the completion date will be next Easter, so they better get a move on. What else have I got on there? No, I think that's it really. Yeah, that's it. So that's the news on Camposol. They're going to get on building some new properties, and and I'm going to say what they are. They're going to be the new style of villas here in Spain. They're into the shoe boxes now. Um, and if you want to check out any more information on the new, which is called the Saladillo Sunset, if you go on to Mercer's estate agency site on Camposol, I think they call them. If you go on the internet, you won't find them under Mercer's. They'd be under Spanish. I think it's called Spanish Properties. Anyway, there's can't be many Mercers on Camposol. If you check on their site under new developments, this thing will come up. So yeah, worth checking out if you think about buying a new property. And hopefully, I might get to have a nose it in the summertime, no doubt, if we start building them, getting on with it. Right, so what time is it? It's 6 minutes past. Let's go and have a check, see if we've got any questions already. Des is in. Hey, top man, Des. You could get a free magnet next week if you enter it. Mr. Oh, yeah, and if you notice, Des, I've got the clock. The clock's working. It's near what it is. It's the mechanism's a bit loose, but I've got it going. I don't know how well it'll keep the time while we're up there. Have you had the red rain yet? Says Emma. Thankfully, not Emma. They did warn us a couple of days back. They're saying with these latest rains that we'll get the red sand, but I haven't seen it yet. My car still looks pretty clean. So thankfully, hopefully we missed it. But then we got a couple more days of the rain. While we're doing this, I'll just check because what I love about our weather it changes from day to day. So I can give you the up to date weather report, and now it's saying it's only on Tuesday, and that's 40%, which probably means it ain't gonna rain now. So yeah, that's good. That's good now. So tomorrow it's gonna be cloudy, and then the rest of the week the sun's coming back out. So that's good. Yeah, the clock is showing the right time, says Step. Yes, I see. I'm on it. How much does a pool cost extra? Colin, you asked me that question, didn't you? Or was that somebody else? I'll tell you what, that's one of my questions, that Colin. So I will tell you that later on. Unless you want to buy the new property, of course. I wouldn't know about that. But funny enough, I have got a question there from who is it? It's Bengal Bert, and he's in tonight. I noticed. So I get on. I get on with one of the questions, sir. You are loved all over the world, says Steve. All over the world. I find that hard to believe. Right. See, anyway, we're getting on with the first question. I haven't got a lot of questions really. All right. Paul's asked me, have you had a chance to play the new Crazy Golf at the clubhouse? If you didn't know, you do now. The clubhouse on Camposol we're talking about, the golf resort, the golf club, not the golf resort, because it's not a resort. The golf club. Yeah, they've just built a 18-hole crazy golf course. It's not very big. It's obviously because it's for the kids, really, isn't it? But I know some of my mates have already been out there playing on it. They say they had good fun, really, good laugh. Now, when I went onto the internet to find out a little bit more information, now if Rob's watching, because he's the top man, he gets all the info, he will know what the prices are for the adults and the kids. And I think obviously the more people, if you've got a group of people, it's cheaper. But I couldn't find nothing about this crazy golf at the clubhouse other than it's 18 holes, and I haven't been up there yet. But I will try this week. I can't. When you get an old person like me here in Spain, the time just shoots by. I can't believe how quick it is. And I did try and make an effort to go up and see it, but I didn't. I did go up tonight, but it was raining, so I just didn't bother in the end. But yeah, I haven't been there yet, Paul. But I will be. I will. It's on my list, Paul. I'm going to go up there this week. I might even have a game if somebody lets. if somebody lets me do it for nothing. Right. Have we got anything else? How often do people use this? Right. So, what I might do, I'm going to answer that question there. I'm not going to answer yours yet, Colin, because that's in a question I've got to talk about in a mo. But Andrew's just asking one, how often do people use their sun terrace? For us in the UK, it seems a desire to have one, or to have. I know you might. You're all about. Obviously, in the UK, it's what's that glass thing that we always used to want to have in our back gardens? What they used to call that? Was that a sun? I wouldn't call it a sun terrace, was it? You know, all that double glazing stuff. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, well, obviously, we use our sun terrace all the time, Andrew, because ours is enclosed. Obviously, in the summertime, it's nice, but it's still a little bit of a pain because it gets hot. But when you've got a enclosed sun terrace, yeah, we got the fans going, keeps you nice and cool. Especially in the winter time, we got some radiators in there. We can sit out there. I mean, we have our sort of got our dining table out on our sun terrace, and I know a lot of people do use their sun terrace, so it is something that a lot of people still use. Sunroofs, probably not. Up on what's the word they got this posh name now when you go up onto the roof. It's not called the sunroof. God, my mind's gone blank tonight. Yeah, I mean, when we first got here in Spain, we thought, yeah, we go up onto the sunroof and we'll sit out in the sun. Only to find out it gets too hot up there. It can get quite windy as well. So we put a pergola thing up there, and the wind blew it off, and then it just got so hot that we decided we just give up on that. And I just stick the washing up there. That's all we use, our sunroof thingy for the washing. So yeah, I mean, we use our sun terrace all the time. But if you're on about the sunroof, hardly at all, really. And I notice a lot of villages don't even bother with it now. Are you hosting a subscribers dinner party at your house this summer? Says Philip. No, I can safely say, Philip, that is never happening. I have had, the odd party. I'm not really a party person. I like to go and visit people and have their stuff. Me doing it, nah, I don't enjoy it because I always end up being on the barbecue, in the heat, and everybody is over there chatting and enjoying themselves. Nah, but you never know, Phil. I might feel generous, but it won't be this year. If you mean the roofs, that's it, the roof solarium. That's that posh word, Emma, isn't it? Oh, you use yours all the time. Okay. Well, we don't. I'll be honest. It's when I noticed. Well, another thing I did notice when our family come over, there was all up there, but after a couple of days, they just found it. So what? They'd rather be sat round the pool than they would up on the sun terrace. But I suppose it's not. Oh, yeah. I'm just reading Emma's post as well. It's obviously, I don't know if you got a hot tub up there, but I know a lot of people do that as well on their roof solarium, and they've got a hot tub up there. If you're having a hot tub put up on your roof, make sure that the structure will take the weight. I mean, those little ones are no problem, but I've seen some people got those big, massive things where they get a crane in and they stick it on the roof. I don't know. I would rather get some structural engineer person and just make sure it can take all that weight. But those little blow up things, I don't think they're no problem. A summer house. Yep, that could be it, Steppenwolf. A summer house in the UK, obviously, all about. You wouldn't want one here. God, you can imagine one here. You'd be frying yourself, wouldn't you? My wife bought one of these greenhouses when she first got here. One of these plastic things. It just everything inside just shriveled in the heat. And now she's just got the framework. She's suddenly realised not a good idea. She's just got in flower bed things. Still, to me, I'd never see the point of it myself because you just go over the road. The veg here is dirt cheap, tomatoes, and to me, it's just a lot of effort. But I understand You know, there's that taste, and it tastes different for some reason. The solarium says, yes, that's it. We're going now. We're going on. That's it. See, my brain is not picking up this stuff, but thanks to you lot, you're telling me. And Rob's in now. Is it late afternoon for you, Rob? Solarium says, Tony, happy birthday to me, says Des. Well, happy birthday, Des. You never know, you might win something. Right, Luke's in, my birthday was yesterday. Oh, Luke, happy belated birthday, mate. Well done. So, as we're doing quite well, it's 1:15. I can get on to the next question, and that's by Bengal Burt. Is it easy to get planning permission to have a swimming pool? See, I told you, Colin, we'll be on to that one. Installed in a property on Camposol, or they banned due to the water shortages. And also, he's asking how much is it? Okay. To be quite honest, I've seen there's quite a few places around Camposol having swimming pools put in. Talking about the water thing, I mean, I'm not going to brag about it, but we've got two water filtration things that suck in the sea stuff, so in this part of Spain, we're pretty lucky. I wouldn't say we're in abundance of water, but we don't get water shortages like you would down if you was down in the south, like Malaga and that, where they do tend to give you a water shortage. But anybody down south, let me know if I'm completely wrong. But I'm hearing from people, and I know when my dad lived down there, he was always having the water cut off. Anyway, yeah, I mean, what I will say, at the moment, Mazaron Council has still not fully got into the system, even though they've accepted Camposol and it's their responsibility at the moment because of the letter thing. I'm not going to go into all that, but at the moment, the council's not doing much. So we're pretty. I mean, I'm going to say it. We're pretty lax here. So lots of people have building stuff. Other areas, just like down the road, we're talking like the Condado, or if you live in Tontana, all those. They're pretty strict. Even if you've got a bag of cement in your garden, they want to know what you're doing because you're supposed to have a license for it. But here on campus at the moment, now that could all change once the council's taken over, and then no doubt they'll be around asking that. But from what I hear, getting a license to have some building work done is still no big deal. It doesn't cost a lot of money. But I know in other parts of Spain, they're really strict. And some of my other friends who live further up in the Valencia region, it's a nightmare. But we're quite lucky here. So no problem with the swimming pool if you don't leave it too long. Right, now, obviously, the other thing you asked was about the cost. Well, that is obviously going to vary. Now, when I first came here in Spain, I was told it'd be about 10 grand. 10,000 euros, that is. So what I'd done, because I don't know any builders that, do things like that, so I nicked it off the internet. So I don't really know how old this is, but it does sound like it's a little bit old because it says approximately 10,000 to over 16,000. Now, I have heard some swimming pools costing 20 grand. And obviously, on top of that, that's only an estimate, obviously, will depend on the size, obviously, the materials, additional features like landscaping. Would you bother with landscape? I don't know. And then they say for a typical 8 by 4 meter pool, I think that's what we've got, which I would say is pretty normal, really, including permits and contour conditioning, whatever that is. Don't forget, obviously, with a swimming pool, you're going to need the pump, you're going to need all the other stuff. You might want some lights put in. Costs around about 11,500 without the taxes. Obviously, the taxes or the IVA will be added on, and never give it a full price. So I think personally, you're talking under 20 grand now. But if anybody out there who's had a pool put in recently, help Bunglebert save his pennies up. Because it's not. I mean, the best thing to do if you are buying a property, try and buy a property that's already got a pool put in. The other nightmare with about swimming pools is the pump. I think since we've been here in Spain, we've had two pumps. We've had a reconditioned pump and we had a new pump put in. So that's the ongoing costs. There's a few videos out there recently about, do you really need a swimming pool? I mean, I don't use my pool. I'm probably one of the most people that never uses the pool. I just like looking at it. 'Cause to me, it's about, I would never afford a pool back in the UK. To me, it's, I've got a pool. It does cost a lot to run. So anyway, I want to put you off there, Bunglebert. So anyway, let's see. Right, we're going to stop that a moment. Okay, let's go back on the questions a bit to see if I missed anything. So we just got up to the birthday bit. Akai's in now. Keep Bonnie away from those dangerous caterpillars. Yeah. Now, thankfully, here, Akai, they've gone. Oh god, the processionary caterpillars. That's it. They've disappeared. I think because we had so much rain. The rain off, but we got a son that lives in France, and they're inundated with the ruddy things, and they're really dangerous. These caterpillars. But I know in our area we ain't got them. But I know in other parts of Spain they've still got them. But thankfully, they've just disappeared. But yeah, we always, every time we walk past any pine trees, I'm always looking out for the nests. All right, thanks, Matt. I'm going to visit Mazaron next week for the day, then drive back to Portugal. Luke, good luck, mate. All the best. It's a long drive, I know, but it's worth it to have a look, isn't it? Happy Kev's on now. My guys. Go on, Des. Evening, says Thomas. I'll be out soon to collect my sticker. Oh, yeah, Thomas. I'm glad you said that. I think. I've got a couple cups here. I've got, who's that for? Oh, no, it's not that one. It must be this one then. Yeah. See, it's all in there. It's in the ASSSA cup. Right. Just let me know when you get here, Thomas. Okay, thank you, Kim. Here we go. So I'm just babbling again. But IVA in Portugal was 23. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? IVA. Right. Wow, 8% on resale, 10% on new. You're lucky, Kev. The IVA is worst. No, it can't be the worst country. Just for around. Right. Okay. And a bit of a joke there. IVA is different rates depending on. Yep. It's very true, Kev. Right. Here we go. I think I know the answer to this already, but any more news on the resurfacing of the main road to B and D, says Emma. No. No, nothing. I don't know what it is, but this latest council we got are rubbish. There's been nothing. You know what I think is shocking, really. The garden groups especially on D, did there a collection? I think they actually got a collection committee now for re-tarmacking, but I'm on about the potholes, and not the tarmac the whole road, obviously, but nothing again from our loving council. I'm going to be putting a post up tomorrow about the green waste. But that'll be on tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about that tonight, but nothing, no tarmacking, even though it's all been put out the tender, and apparently the tender person was already picked last year. This council do nothing. When they do, no doubt hear about it. It's like that wonderful multi-million euro hospital they built here on Camposol. Shut. Can you believe it? Brand new hospital and it's shut. I just can't believe it. Anyway, I'm trying to keep positive. Got to keep positive. So anyway, what I'm going to do now, because Sue Reeves didn't get hold of me, it's only fair that I do another free sticker pick here. And this is going back two Sundays ago. So this is going up to that Sunday. So in there we've got loads of jamblings. I don't know, you can see it. If I do that, this will all fall out. But in Yogi's Lucky Hats, I'm going to do the picking of the winner now. So here we go. I've only got one hand. No. Oh, here we go. This is a sticker from a couple of weeks ago. Okay, got one. I won't look in, I'll just, because I don't want to look at these things. All right, here we go. Who's that? Rob. Has Rob won before? I don't know. But anyway, Rob. So I got Rob Guest. Is that right? Rob Guest. That name sounds familiar to me. Anyway, Rob Guest, you got yourself a sticker. So I'm going to put it up again later on in the show tonight, just in case Rob didn't come in tonight. Anyway, he's won the free sticker from a couple of weeks ago. So, Rob, if you're watching, I need your name, real name, obviously, and your address. And people usually get to me on my Instagram account, obviously Expat Mazaron, or you can message me on Messenger. Does that sound right? So I'll put that over there. So that's from Lucky Yogi's hat. I ain't seen Yogi yet. I don't know what he's doing tonight. So anyway, let's go back to the comments because I can't see it. Okay, problems. Right, nothing to be done work-wise until the local council get the funds from the bank. They've got the money. They got loads. I can't believe how much money they got, the council. They got loads of money. They're not doing nothing. I signed the paperwork a few weeks ago. Right, talking about pools. When I was a kid, I used to live in a house. Now I live in a flat. We had two small pools and one big one. Just to keep the pools, it was around €800 a month with pumping and products. Because that must have been a massive pool, Luke. We don't pay that. I think I pay my pool man. I don't want to say too much about it, but I pay my pool man €53 a month. And obviously he supplies all the, all about the chemical stuff. He does all the cleaning. He's a pretty good bloke, really. And obviously the only thing we got to fork out for, as always, is the power for the pump. Now, during the summertime, it does whack the old electric bill up a little bit with the pumping. He's saying it's all the pool stuff. Yeah, I suppose that can get a bit rich. Right, rents are crazy all over Europe. Yeah. Rentings. I mean, everything's going up these days, isn't it? Unfortunately, which my blooming. And we're just talking about that. We're just the wife's putting together all our stuff ready for the accountant because for the new tax year, which is already coming into phase now. I think we've got to get it in by May or June. And unfortunately, yet again, I've had a few pay rises on my private pensions and the state pension, and a nice rise from them. So as always, it's in one hand and out the other. Yeah, I don't mind paying tax, but I just think I'm a pensioner. Why should we pay taxes still? Anyway, that's another subject, isn't it? Masses, ELT Thomas sees there. Masses have €2.9 million in the fund, the rebuilding. Yeah, I mean, apparently I did hear that they managed to, even though Massa went bankrupt or something, they found some more money in an offshore account. So no doubt the council will probably get hold of that as well. Camposol one build, underbuild conversion with pool. Okay, well, what that's about? I think that's about renting, wasn't it, Kev? Right, it was my dad. Okay, right. So we've done that. I'm all catched up with it. Well, we got 33 in the house. I've always said on this software thing I use, anything I can't see, I've got 33 in the house, but I can't see how many lights there are. So I would imagine if I've got 33 in the house, I've got to have at least 30 lights. Maybe. Right, so I've got another question there from Gavin. can any of the community, this is you lot out there, can any of the community recommend someone who knows that does short-term rentals? We are looking to come over to any of the sectors ad hoc for 2 or 3 days at a time for a few times in the coming months. We're thinking about buying, but need to spend some time getting the feel, which is, Gavin, best thing to do, mate. Get a feel for the place. Come over, like you said, when it's hot, obviously, sort of June, July, and then again in the winter times. I think the coldest time is sort of like January, which is sensible. Now, all I've got to give you, Gavin, is I would say Airbnb. There's loads of them. Can't believe how many Airbnbs are on Camposol. Everybody seems, I'm not doing it, but everybody else seems to be doing it. And funny enough, I was speaking to a guy this week called, I don't know if he does short term. I'll put that there. He's called Mercia Holiday Homes. Now, I'm not really sure if he does short term. I mean, you're talking about a couple of days, aren't you? So I wouldn't have thought that. This is Adrian that I was speaking to this week. He'd do that. And I don't even think the rental people that I use, when I first come here, before we bought our property, we used from Vinny from Otherworld Properties. Now, if you go onto their site, I believe it goes onto another site and it would tell you about the rentals. But I got a feeling they're more, and they're probably the same as this one, they're more to do with holiday homes. So my only suggestion, Gavin, unless somebody up here can give us an idea, is Airbnb. That's all I can think of. There are hotels down in Mazaron and down in the port. I don't know more than that because I don't get involved in those sort of things. So, Gavin, I think it's Airbnb. Okay, so we got any questions yet? Rob says it's 22, and Kevin says it's 22, and Luke is saying it shows him 17. Oh, but Des is saying it's 26, so obviously gone up a bit. Sean from Yubbis is in sunny Torvecker. See, I know that word. Well done. Sunny. I know it's been very sunny here, but I suppose on the coast the weather's probably better, which is good. Yeah, what's that? I mean, I know. I think this year so far we've had probably one of the wettest. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of water this year. But we'll see, eh? That can all change. Now I've got 28. Top people, got 32 in the house. Right, so I've got no questions at the moment. And unfortunately, I've done all the questions. So what I thought I'd do, just to pass the time a little bit, have a little chat what I've done this week. So I thought I'm quite proud of myself. I better get closer because I'm found now because the microphone's up on my screen. And if I sit back, you can't, I'm sort of in the distance. So this week, I thought I was quite good. I took Jan's car to the ITV centre down in Mazaron, and her car is 20 years old. We call it the jalopy because my wife's covered it in rubbishy sticker things. It's got flowers on it. I'd feel embarrassed driving around in it, to be honest. Anyway, I took it down to the ITV myself. I thought I was quite proud of myself. Went in there, which I've done before, and they're pretty good. All youngsters. Can't believe it, how young people are. Anyway, went in there, very polite. And I went on a Monday morning. When I first got off, oh no, there's loads of people there. Now, I presume most people, they book it in. Well, I didn't book it in. I just turned up. I don't know if they took pity on me because I was an old person. He said, yeah, I paid the money. I don't know if I was right, but I think it was 29 euros, which I thought was a bit cheap. But anyway, I wasn't complaining. So I went in. I think I was behind one person. He said, shh, come here. And, as they do in Spanish. And I think I was pretty lucky with it, really, because one thing that did interest me, he didn't check the horn, which I thought was pretty important in a car, isn't it? have a horn. And also, he didn't check the wipers to see if they work properly, which I thought was another important thing when you're driving. You need to, and that I'm not, and that's happened before where I've taken the car in and then never bothered with the wipers. But other than that, they were pretty thorough. The brakes, God, the car was going all over the place. Doing the front wheels, the back wheels, and then he went into the pit, went underneath, and he was banging around, and he was taking photographs. I don't know what the photograph. Never had the photographs been taken before. He'd go around taking photographs of it, and then he goes in his little office, and he thinks, oh, here we go. And then he said, oh, yeah, passed. I think it's a yellow sticker now that you stick in your window, and I'm right in thinking you stick it in your top right corner. If it's not, that's where I've stuck it. So I was quite chuffed with that. Right, I've just seen a question there from Emma, but I'll just make sure I haven't missed any further up. So here we go. Right. Okay. Look, it's all right. Joking aside, two other in the Welsh valleys. Here we are. Are you allowed to change oil in your own car? You're not allowed to do it in the street. I know that. You're not allowed to do any work in the street with a car, like even washing it. But a good question, that Rob. One I can't really say for definite because I'm never a car. I'm just a person that gets in the car, wrecks it. To be honest, I'm not a great. I just get in the car. I like going out driving, and then I just wash it every now and again. I'm not one of the most caring people with cars. Whereas some of my friends, they would get back from a day out driving, they get back and they clean it, they polish it, they kiss it and hug it, and they cry their eyes out if there's a little scratch on it. Where I'm not that entwined, but I'm also not into cars. I didn't realise that cars didn't have spark plugs anymore. I couldn't understand why my last car, why sometimes it used to play up with my friends said, well, if you let the what's that plug? The globe plug. I thought, what's the globe plug? And he said, oh, you're supposed to turn the ignition, Sean, and then you got to wait. On Jan's car, it's like you have to wait a minute. You turn the ignition because he's got a diesel car. I mean, I'm right in thinking diesel have globe plugs, don't they? I mean, I don't know what the other cars have. I mean, all right, I know electric cars wouldn't have a plug, would they? But I'm not into all the pluggy stuff in cars. I should be, I know. I do check the oil, obviously, and I check the water and those sort of things. But I wouldn't know, Rob. Good question, that. I would have thought you can do it in your own property, but I'm not 100%, allowed to do that. I don't have thought the Spanish really bother. But I know you're not allowed to do it in the street. That's for definite. They don't like you. If you get a puncture, you've got to call out I think it's called the Garda, the breakdown recovery people, and they have to do it for you. But even though I have seen people, and I'll stick my hand up, I've actually replaced a wheel in the street, not in a main road, obviously, but in the street I've done it. Right, so anyway, I can see a question here from Emma, so I'll get on with that one. Emma, question. We've heard that plans are being looked at for the cruise liners to stop in the port. Do you know if that's a rumour? Funny enough, Emma, I saw that. I saw that last summer. Funny enough. Now I think it was just a rumour because obviously the cruise ships wouldn't be able to come into the port. That's for definite. And I think then it come up to they're going to have to bring out boats or something to bring it into the port. And I mean, the main problem was what they're going to see. There's not a lot to see in Mazaron Port. They got a couple little museums, but when you're talking about a cruise ship, you're probably talking about 1,000 people invading Mazaron Port. I mean, I've seen them down at Cartagena. I mean, when they turn up, I mean, they're massive, those ships. And yeah, the whole place is flooded with tourists. And it's a nightmare, especially if you just want to go and have a cup of coffee. When that lot turns up, you got to go and disappear right into the middle of Cartagena. I think personally, it's just a. Sorry, I'm just getting back in the chair. I think it's just a rumor because I can't really see how Mazaron Port would cope with any cruise ship. I mean, maybe it's like a sightseeing day trip from Cartagena to Mazaron Port, but I think, yeah, it's just a rumor because that rumor that come on, I think it's on Mercia Today News. They do sometimes, and I think if she's watching me, sometimes they do over exaggerate some of the news a bit. But yeah, I think Emma, it's a rumor. So next week, it's be a cruise. No, I ain't heard nothing about this cruise ship since then. I just don't honestly think the port could cope with. Not at the moment. They need to do a lot of work before they start thinking about taking in cruise ships. Kev, I think you can, Rob. Right. Oh, Sean, how big will the new build estate on D be, and will there be any shops or bars with it? Good question, that. Now I heard about. All I'm going to say, I know where it is. It's just a sort. You drive in onto D, and it's going to be on the left hand side. Um, it's not that big, and I did hear that they're supposedly got to put in a cafe or some sort of shop. But looking at the plans, I mean, I've only was told about it today. Looking at the plans, all I could see was loads of buildings, and some of them are detached, and some of them are semi-detached, and it looks like they're going to be some small ones because it says on the write-up they're 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom properties. But I don't. Looking at some of the properties, because they only give you a small amount. They ain't even done nothing on the bit of land yet. I mean, other than obviously it's in the pipeline. They've been talking about this one for a couple of years now. Um, I don't think there'd be I don't think there'd be any shops and bars on that one. There is another piece of land just across the road from it, which is a lot bigger, and that's possible because obviously D needs something like that. But I don't think personally there will be anything because I can definitely say there's going to be no communal pool there. That's for sure. I mean, looking at it, you could put in a pool maybe. Not, I wouldn't have thought they don't even look, to be honest, big plots. I wouldn't have thought you better put a full size pool in there. I mean, the other thing that concerns me a little bit is the pricing. I mean, you were talking 200,000 upwards. Then you could probably buy a Neptuno not far from that, which is a big property, and some of those properties got big plots. So it'd be interesting to see what you're going to get for that property. Are they going to throw in the furnishing? Probably not. But I'll be talking about that development probably in a month's time or more when I know a little bit more about it, when they start to putting the signs up and maybe putting a little site office, and I'll try and find out a lot more information on it, because at the moment it's only up on Mercer's. As far as I know, it's on Rightmove, and it's on the Mercer's. I think they call themselves Spanish Properties if you go on the internet and have a look. So, and we got to Des, €29 is cheap. Yeah, I mean, I might have got that wrong, that figure, Des. I'll be honest, because I'm sure she said it could have been 39. I don't know. I'm sure if it had been, if she said 60, I would have, jumped out my skin. Especially Jan's car anyway, because I think her car tax is over €200 because it's a really can't even. We try to apply for because they're doing this thing in Spain now with the emissions, we got to have the emissions thing stuck in the because Jan's car's so old and it's so smoky, they don't get one, which fascinated me really. But yeah, right. I can see Kev's there. My MOT is about 2,000 for each car. You don't want that, Kev. That's because it's diesel, Sean. That's probably what it is. Glow plugs. Okay, so here we go. We're getting into the mechanics about cars now. Yeah, Thomas, you're behind the times, mate. You even got the pictures up of it. Yep, new builds on Camposol. Can you believe it? But it's happening. Right. You could get an electric car, Sean. You know what? I can never see me getting an electric car. There's a couple of people I've noticed in the streets now that got electric cars. They got these cables hanging out their windows out into the street. I'm sure that's not sure that's against the law. But there's hardly any electric charge points around anyway. There's nothing on Camposol. I think I've only been to one golf resort that's got a charge point. There are charge points down in the port now, I noticed. Chris is in. Hey, top man Chris, thanks for popping in. Yeah. The Victoria Group bought land, but nothing started. See, still behind the times, Thomas. It's all happening. He's even got a name for it. It's called the Saladillo Sunset. I mean, it's not even. I mean, D's not even nowhere near Saladillo, but hey, that's what they call the new development. I have a villa on Lower Sea. Nothing happened anywhere. No, it's on D, mate. Right, got our son's MOT done yesterday. Only cost £40. Yep, right. So we're all up to normal again. Oh bloody hell! So what did I didn't say that. It's 9:45 already. Wow. So see, I've got to do this. So this is last Sunday's people, and I think I had. I've got 27. Right. Anyway, we're going to get on with it. I forgot. The time's gone so quick. So this is this week's pick. I'm just looking for the music. Here we go. So the free sticker Sunday sticker is, and I've got one. You know, I always dread this bit, to be honest, because I'm always wondering who's going to win it. Right, so there it is. Who's that? Upside down. No, not him again. Was that another one? Clive Riches. Now that is somebody different, isn't it? Clive Riches. Yes, that's different. Right, Clive Riches, you've got. I was about to pick up the magnet then. You've got a free sticker Sunday. There's quite a lot of Clives out there, I must say. So Clive Riches, if you can send me your name, your real name, it could be your real name, I don't know, and the address, and if you contact me on Instagram, Expat and Mazaron, and message me on that. So obviously you don't want to put it on there because you just get spammed to death. Yeah, I'm just putting this down so it doesn't get blown away. Well done, Clive. And the other person, just before I forget, that was Rob Guest as well. Yeah, if you contact me on Instagram, which I just said, and private message me, I think you can do it on Messenger. You can contact me through that as well. That'd be great. But I need to this week. Don't wait. I was going to have to do it all again. I'll be doing 3 acts. I don't want to do that. Right. So let's go back to the comments. Okay, so I'm all caught up, I think. Clive's got well done, Clive. Right, so what I else was going to talk about was not only did I do Jan's car, I also had to renew my driving license because I'm getting an old person now. I had to renew my driving license this year because I reached that big figure of 70. You know what? I'm not looking forward to it. 60, yeah, that was right. That's a bit of achievement. 70, nah, that's just going downhill for me. But anyway, I had to go and renew it. And yet again, I went down to, there's a place in Mazaron High Street. I think it's to do with the, I wouldn't say it's government, but it's official building you go into. It's a medical centre come whatever. And I went in there and, I went to see the lady, and she says, "Manana." I knew that word. I hadn't heard that word for ages. Manana, she says. So I knew I'd come the wrong day. So I had to go back Tuesday, a little bit earlier, see the same lady again. And she, was very polite, and we got through to the money bit. So I think she said, this is where it got confusing. I think she said 65. I said, oh, okay. So I thought, yeah, card. And she said, no, cash. But luckily, I had. So remember that, guys. You have to anything government. You have to pay him cash. That's always fascinated me. Why have you got to pay him cash? So anyway, I'll give her 70, and then I went downstairs to two guys in white coats making out they were doctors, and the first guy was going through him, obviously make sure got no problems, no problems with um, heart problems, irritations. What else do they say? Oh, am I allergic to stuff? No, all the usual. Can you see? Yes, got that. And then he said, oh yeah, he said the eye test. So did the eye test bit, and then he showed me another board with numbers on it, and the number wasn't lit. So he pointed at it, and I was, well, I can't see it. Well, I could see it, but I thought it's supposed to be lit up. Anyway, I just said the number, and he was happy with that. I had to go into another room where the other guy in a white coat, and he was muttering away, and he had on his computer. Oh, also, they took a photograph of me as well, so I got a new photograph. And then, oh, that's it. Next door to me was the what I call the PlayStation thingy. Where you have to play the. I know I've never done that yet. My wife had hers done last year. She had the whatever you call it with the knobby awareness thing in it. Anyway, I didn't have to do it. He just looked at me. It's a sign here. I did have to do 2 bits of signing. I got a piece of A4 paper with a load of stuff on it, with a big official seal. But the good thing about it, I kept my old driving license, and then went back upstairs, and she gave me some of my money back. And I'm still don't understand what that was about. So in the end, it cost me €45, which I presume it's gone up by €5. I'm sure last time I did that, going back a few years, it cost me €40, but now it costs me 45. So I don't know if that's the going rate for getting your driving license renewal. Now, one thing I will mention, guys, a good tip here is when you do when you hand in your UK license, make sure that they give you what's on the back of the card. Because when I got mine, some of it was missing. And it didn't bother me because I'm not going to be driving a 7.5 tonner again. But my wife did say, well, what about if we hired a camper van? Some of the camper vans come under a certain weight, don't they? But you can, if you still got your old driving license, I still got my old UK driving license. I've always kept a copy. You can go down there. And I don't know if they do it for nothing, then they'll put it back onto your license. But just something to remember when you go in there. Don't just give it to them. You got to make it aware that you want all that stuff that's on the back of your card. Because if once you lose it, you lost it, haven't you? All right, so how we doing? We're still all right. We're still all right for time. Oh, Yogi, I've just seen that. Hey, he's a top man. I've always said about you, Yogi. You come in a bit late, haven't you? You've been watching the football. Did you say Saladillo Sunset? No, I didn't say what you just said there, Phil, but I definitely said Saladillo. Right. Here we've done all that bit. Only a day older than the day before. That's very true, Kev, but I still don't like it. Six something, no problem. 7, that's getting near that other horrible figure, 8. Hi, Sean. Saw your wall. Nice job. Is it too rude to ask how much looking to do ours? Glenn, it cost us. We used some Ecuadorian people that my wife knows. I don't know him. and it cost us, I think it cost us like 750 euros, bit of cash as well. They did all right. They're a little bit messy at the end and didn't seem to tidy up, but hey, it's only a wall, isn't it? Action Man figurine. You see that? Did you see that image, eh? That was pretty good, wasn't it? Right. Yes, good evening, Yogi. Well done. What's the process of swapping your license? I just told you that, didn't I? I'll tell you what, it's pretty easy, really. I mean, to me, it's an achievement because I know some Spanish, but I'm not going to go there and have a conversation with them. And I always found once you do the garble, they're very helpful. I mean, we have a bit of a giggle sometimes when you get the words wrong, and I'm the worst for getting the words wrong. But you soon pick it up. You soon know what they're on about. Yeah, and it's pretty easy. So I got my license done and the car done. Yeah. So if you have an EU driving license, you don't need to change it to Spanish. It's only for Brexiteers. You know what? I wouldn't have a clue. But I suppose you're right, really, because if you've got an EU license, then yeah, you don't have to bother. Obviously, UK license completely different, isn't it? Show us the fridge magnet, says Colin. Okay, I can do that, Colin, because I'm on it. He says, aha, ha ha ha. Here they are. See, look at that, a new pack. So let's put them up. Oh, God, got to take them out of the packet now, haven't I? So there's that camera. Yeah, that's what. Won't stick on there. Won't stick on there. Won't stick on there. Won't stick on there. But yeah, fridge magnets. It's all the rave now, apparently. A collector's item, Des. Right. Glenn's in. See? Top man. Everyone, yeah. Well done, Yogi. Don't forget the likes button. I've got 40 in the house, so I've got to have at least 40. Please. I'm begging you. 40 likes. Is it a bit more complex swapping your UK license? No, it's the same process. It's exactly the same. I mean, I think when we did it, because obviously we was new, like you, Kev, and we did get a translator to sort it out for us. So she just did a booking. But to be honest, you could just walk in there. I mean, I walked in. I didn't book it. I just walked in there on a Tuesday evening. I think they do it between 5 and 7. No props, but they only take cash. Right. Show everyone your drones, Sean. No, I'm not showing the drones. Anyway, I'm not doing that because I'm going to turn the screen round to do that. Free magnet sunray. Yeah. Anyway, that's next Sunday, Yabis. So don't forget, because if you say free sticker Sunday, you ain't going to get a free sticker. Can you exchange your driving license, including HGV entitlement? Des, if it's on the card, but like I said before, you have to make it known to them that you got your HGV on there. Because I've known some people that have done that and they forgot to put it on. So yeah, I mean they will do it, but yeah, you just got to remind them when you're down in the little room there. I think it's when you're on the final stage. You just make it known. You just show them your driving license, and I'm sure what they probably do is write down the numbers. Free sticker, fridge magnet. No, it's not called fridge. I'm not calling it that. I was a bit worried about the eye test, I'll be honest. Anyway, I think it's coming. I've got a minute to go, guys. So I'm going to say thank you much. I couldn't believe how quick the time went. But I thought I did quite well there, considering I only had a few questions. And I want to thank everybody that popped in tonight. Fantastic audience. That's what I say. You're fantastic, guys. So next Sunday, it's going to be free magnet Sunday. So I'm going to say adios, amigos, because it's coming out at 10 o'clock. It says the lucky clock above my head there is just coming up to 10. I'm just going to wait until it is 10 and I'll kick off. But thank you very much for everybody popping in, your top people. And yeah, I'll catch you next Sunday. And ta-ra, says DW67. Adios, amigos.